Hello students, as you know that the chapter that is continuing in the class is social change and social order in the rural and urban society, and the topic is on page number 39 and 40, and it is social order and social change in rural areas or rural societies. And you have to know that rural societies are simple societies than the cities or towns, and it is most of the occasions it is looking that change of other sort is also slow to come because the villages are scattered and not as well connected to the rest of the world as the cities and towns are connected. Means the rural societies and people are too much far away from the modern technology and the modern changements, and the communication means like the mobile phones, telephone services, internet, and the other connectivity of the rest of the world is very late, and sometimes it is not available to most of the people in the villages. So the changement process is also slow because they are not getting the instant or the fast information about the rest of the world. So it takes about to 10 to 20 years time period to confirming about the new patterns and new order or changement of the world. One more thing is that in the villages, the people are very personalized, and most of the people know to each other very well, and they know their identities and their orders, especially the casteism is very most important phenomena and element of the Indian villages, where there are the some dominant castes or categories are continuing, and they are also responsible for the initial and the first changement in the villages. The upper castes, especially the Brahmin or Kshatriyas categories, these are commonly dominant in most of the villages in the Indian context or Indian societies. And firstly, they are changing themselves, and they don't want to give the liberty to the inferior or the lower caste, especially the Dalits or tribals, to do any extra effort or any extraordinary changement in the social structure of the villages. So most prominent it is obviously looking in the villages that the dominant castes are firstly change themselves or try to do something new, and then after a long time period, means decades of the time or the about to 5 or 10 years of the time period, when these upper caste give some liberty to the lower caste to do anything new that they are doing themselves from a long time period. So it is very complex that the caste domination and the social order that is already continuing and following in the village peoples is just like a barrier for the changement, especially the lower caste and Dalit or tribal people who are concentrating in the villages or nearby the villages. They don't allow to change their patterns or the social order or to break the social laws, especially or the religious practices which are continuing in the villages, because there is a pressure that is created by the upper caste peoples on these lower castes. Uh, in spite of or despite of the rules of the constitution or the legal laws by the state are very powerful, and anybody can go to the court or to the government facilities like the police or any other administrative officer for campaigning their problems. Means if the upper caste are destroying or obstructing these lower caste, but sometimes it is not possible for the illiterate and very economically poor people to go to these officers or go to the court for campaigning. And most of the occasions it is also found that these poor people and economically socially backward classes don't have the knowledge about the legal laws and the court system. So most of the occasions for the legal laws and these conflicting matters, they have to dependent on these upper caste. So this is also a big problem why these lower sections of the villages are not capable to change their social and religious or any type of order that is continuing or that is regulated by the upper caste. So, in the next topic, we will study and we will read about the next order and next changement that is related to the urban societies.